Erwin and Werner are very unusual twins. They live in Quantum City, an infinitely small city in Nowhere's Land. It's such a minuscule city that no one has ever managed to find it on a map. Where places are usually sitting across big spaces, you can't miss them really. The quantum world is the world of infinitely small things, and they have their own rules over there, which are very different from our ones in our normal Newtonian world. For example, if you ask Erwin, "Hello, Erwin, how are you today?" he would not be able to give a definitive answer for sure. Why? Well, because first, Erwin is a particle, and second, because according to the main law of Quantum City, every individual there is bound by a principle of quantum superposition, which means basically that everything is everything and its opposite at the same time. So don't be surprised if when you ask Erwin how he feels, he can never give you a definite answer, as the principle implies that he feels both happy and sad at the same time. It's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? Can you imagine how Erwin's life must be filled with ambiguity and confusion? He feels both himself and others, both awake and asleep, both strong and weak. It is hard to fathom, isn't it? Yet, that's how things work in the quantum world. Little things behave very differently than anything big in the Newtonian world. The quantum world is very unpredictable and ambiguous. His twin brother Werner also lives in Quantum City. He is of a complex nature too. He is an atom. You know an atom? This extremely small structure that forms all matter around us. Werner feels dizzy all the time, of course. How would you feel if you had electrons and protons electrically charged, swirling around you all day non-stop and acting really strange? Sometimes they act like waves, sometimes they act like particles. Werner never really knows his true nature. He is bound to a principle of uncertainty. In simple terms, it would mean that if you were to ask directly to the principle of uncertainty, this is how the conversation would go. Hey, principal, do teenagers act like kids? No, they don't exactly. So do teenagers act like adults? No, they don't exactly either. Do you understand better now? No. You're puzzled with total uncertainty, right? Clearly, you wouldn't want to live in Quantum City. It's a nightmare. Things just don't make sense at all over there. Erwin and Werner are entangled within these two stupid principles which make their lives very difficult. To break free from this state of permanent ambiguity, Erwin and Werner have decided to attend a tennis competition at the Newtonian World Tour. They will play in a doubles game to try and balance out their differences against a Newtonian team of players. It's their last chance to become emancipated from these principles. How are they going to navigate through ambiguity and uncertainty to win the competition? They will probably need to take a few risks to take back control of their destiny. Will you help in finding the principle of everything which will reconcile these two worlds?